Hi. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Where are you from?
I'm from Ireland. Where are you from?
I'm from India.
Oh, that's really nice. And what is your name?
My name is Roshi.
Oh, that's a lovely name. My name is Shannon.
That's
And
great.
are you learning English in school or are you learning English only on Cambly?
No, I've just started this app and I'm trying to improve my English.
Oh, is this your first time using Cambly?
Yes, it is my first time.
That's really cool. Okay. So, can you tell me how long have you been learning English? For how
I've
long?
been English since 2 years.
Wow, your English is really good for just 2 years. I'm very impressed. That's really good. So, can you tell me what subjects, what classes do you do in school?
School I have 5 subjects. Firstly, Hindi, which is our official language in our country. English, of course. Then Bengali, my language, and with that EVS and mathematics.
Wow, that's a lot of languages. What language is the easiest and what language is the most difficult?
For the hardest, I have to say Hindi, and for each, I have two languages, which is English, which I officially love, and then my native language, Bengali.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit easier to learn Bengali because you speak at home with your family.
Then
Yeah, that's good. And what is your favorite subject in school?
favorite subject, I think you know it. It's English.
Oh, that's really cool. Maybe that's why your English is really good.
Maybe.
So, maybe. And do you have a lot of homework for school?
Not really, because I'm homeschooled. My parents go to school, but I can't really go to school. I have my little brother, so I do homeschool. That's
Okay, and so do your parents teach you?
yes, my parents teach me English.
That's so great. Well done. Wow, okay. And yeah, that's really interesting. And do you speak English with anybody else? Do some of your friends or other family speak English so you can practice?
Yes, I have my father, mother. With that, I have my uncle, and with my grandpa, because he also knows very good English. And with that, I
Wow.
speak with my school friends.
Excellent. That's really good. Okay. Wow, so that's really nice. And do you have any hobbies, things that you like to do in your free time?
Yes.
What do you do?
Firstly, I watch TV is my first number, and what I do, I love to do drawing and to make arts and I love to make such gifts so I can give to my family.
Oh, that's such a nice idea. Wow, okay. So let's talk about the TV first. So what type of things do you watch? Do you watch TV shows or do you prefer movies?
Firstly, I really like cartoons, and then I love some normal items that shows up.
Yeah. What cartoons do you watch?
I don't know many of their names. Firstly, Chota Bheem, then we have Little Singham. These
Okay, can you tell me a little bit about your favorite show? Like, what are the characters like? What is the story?
So I'm going to say about Little Singham. So Little Singham is something that a little boy is a police officer with the manager and another big person, madam, with that. He is very good and he is the savior of the cartoon world.
So he's the hero.
Yes.
And In every episode, does he solve a new problem? Does he kind of save somebody? Is there a new problem in every episode?
In every episode, there has to be one problem, or else this is not a.
That's true. And do you remember what was your favorite episode? What did he do? What did he save?
Yes, I remember it.
Amazing. Can you tell me what did he do?
So firstly, there was a evil person that was a manager of a robot, and he was a person. He was the robot made by that person, and he had a remote control that made everyone sometimes freeze, maybe sometimes go slow, stuff like this. And one day he made something with the police officer Little Singham, and Little Singham saved everyone from his evilness, and he also saved himself from that robot.
Excellent. That sounds really fun. I kind of like that TV show. It reminds me of a cartoon I used to watch when I was younger. They are similar.
Oh, okay. What was it?
The one I watched was called, Phineas and Ferb. Have you ever heard of that?
I didn't know. No.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb was a good TV show. It was about two brothers, and they were inventors. So they would create really cool things in every episode. So in every episode, they were creating and making really crazy things. So it was really fun, and they were fighting a bad guy to save the world.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, it was really fun. And what about movies? So what movies do you like?
I don't really watch movies, but I watch the Frozen and Disney movies. They're very entertaining.
Yeah, I like Disney movies. What are some of your favorites?
I don't really remember, but I remember one scene of a movie, which was that Hans was trying to kill Anna, and then Elsa tried to save him.
Oh, yes, Frozen.
Yes, Frozen. So then Anna came to save Elsa, and then quickly, when Hans tried to kill her with the sword, Anna came and did something like that, and then froze up, and then Elsa tried to save and hugged her with love, right? And then she got unfrozen.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't watched Frozen. I've just seen some small clips, so just 1 minute or 2 minutes. So I haven't watched the full movie, but that sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
And you also said that you like art. So how often do you like to do art?
So for art and crafting, I can do it after 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And if I can, I do it after 10 o'clock. After that, before that actually, I do 6 to 5. And in the morning, I don't really have time to do it because I wake up, then have to be studying, then my father goes to school away on their duty. That's fine.
Yeah, you're very
Can I ask
busy.
you
So you like to... Yeah, you can ask me.
I was saying that do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother and a sister.
Oh, okay. And how many people are there in your family?
There's just 5 people. So just my mom, dad, brother, sister, and me.
Oh, okay. So I was saying that...
How many people are in your family?
In my family, not very much. Just 6. My brother, mother, father, and my grandfather and grandmother.
Ah, okay. So we have similar. I have 5 and you have 6.
Yeah.
And do you have a lot of aunts and uncles?
Yes, not very much. Like my maternal, paternal, if we take them all together, it is actually a lot.
Yeah, me too. My mother's family, so my aunts and uncles from my mother, there's a lot of them. My mother has 7 brothers and 4 sisters.
That's actually similar because I also have seven maternal uncles.
We have the same amount of uncles on our mother's side. That's funny. Yeah, it's a big family.
So could I say that, like, what is the capital of your country?
Yeah, so the capital of my country is Dublin.
Oh, Dublin. And what is the native language of your country? Like, what is the native language of your state?
Yeah, so our country, we speak Irish, but a lot of people don't speak Irish anymore because England was in our country for a very long time. So now everybody speaks English and only a few people, a small number, speak Irish. So our national language, not everybody speaks.
Oh, well, what about like you? What do you speak?
Yeah, I studied Irish in school, but I don't speak anymore. I just remember some little bits. But I speak English and I speak a bit of Spanish because I lived in Spain, and now I'm learning Korean.
Oh, so that's great. So I think, do you watch any type of movies?
I think I'm similar to you. I prefer to watch TV shows than movies. I prefer kind of smaller episodes, like a shorter time but more story. And movies, I find them a little bit boring. So I prefer TV shows.
So I wanted to know something from you. Could you help me with something?
Yeah, sure.
Could you say like how fast, like what are the tips to learn English like fluently?
Yeah, well, I think what you're doing is really amazing because if you have only been speaking English for 2 years, then your English is really, really good. So I think what you're doing is perfect, but other tips that I would recommend are to start reading and watching some movies or some TV shows in English. That will help you with listening and understanding. But a really, really amazing thing is to speak. So if you can speak English to your family members or use Cambly to speak English, then that will really help you. But honestly, your English is so good. So whatever you're doing is working really well.
Thank you. Like that you said watching. I really watch stories from English fairy tale, a country.
Good.
Is too. So I really watch, but not really reading. Reading is Google. Like when I do Google stories from Google, I read. But mostly
Yeah.
I watch.
Well, that's good, but you could also search on Google like English learning games or English reading for a 10-year-old or 12-year-old or whatever age, and these things will help you. There's a lot of websites that you can use on Google.
Love that recommendation that you said to talk with many people. Yeah, that is helpful. Like many people say many kind of English is fluently. Like America way, one way to talk with many countries.
Exactly.
Like this of learning.
Yeah, it's really true. And actually, your accent, so the way you speak is really good English. I understand you really well. So, you're really understandable, which is excellent. but like you said, people speak differently. So people in Ireland, people in England, people in America, we sound very different. So it's nice for you to listen to different people because maybe we say words differently. So it's good to kind of understand different people. It will help you a lot.
So I was saying if one way would help. If I do like if I got a book, like a reading book, a story, and if a story is there, a good interesting story of English, and if I find it on like YouTube, should I do this like read and like listen it at the same time? Will that help?
That's a really good idea, yes. And you don't even need to buy the book. You can find a lot of stories on YouTube, or you can search English stories on a website and they will have the story and they will have audio. So you can listen and read on the website. And that will help you, speak really like a native speaker. So that's a really good idea.
Yeah. So I'm really trying to hear in the stories, and it's when I read, it's just in my search. But the more I do is I just do listening. Because listening is very comfortable, and I think that listening is the accent. When I listen, I feel the real accent.
Yeah, that's really true. And that's a very good idea because if you listen to the audio, that will help you to speak really well. So that's a very good idea. But I think, let me just quickly look. I think there are reading exercises on Cambly. So you could also read some stories on Cambly with your tutor and practice reading and get some feedback. Oh, for example, like this. So this is just an example. I can just show you so you can see. 1 second. So this is just an example. We can look at this very quickly. So this is a reading story about horses. So it's reading horses. So there's things that you can use on Cambly where you can also practice your reading. So you can look through the material before your lesson and you can choose different reading classes if you're interested in something like that.
That's great. I didn't know that we can read on Cambly.
Yeah. So do you want to just spend some time before we finish? We can do some reading because we already spoke a lot. So now we can practice some reading if you would like.
Let's read a little. So where is the story? Is this one?
Yeah, so would you like to start reading or will I read first? Okay, so I'll read the first part and then you can read it after me, okay? So, in most schools or in clubs, children are told, don't horse around. But in South London, there is a club where children learn how to be around horses. Can you try?
In most schools or in clubs, children are told don't horse around. But in South London, there's a club where children learn how to be around horses.
Yeah, so do you know what horse around means?
I don't really know, but I think it is a phrase or an idiom.
It is, exactly. So don't horse around means don't misbehave, don't be silly. Kind of do your work, don't mess. So don't be silly. Okay?
But singers
Yeah.
around horses, around 40 and go near horses.
Exactly. So they're kind of different meanings. So it's just using the different idiom, like you said. So this means to be silly, but to be around horses means to actually be with a horse, like this girl in the picture.
And what about the rest of the story?
Yeah, so do you want to start? I think your reading is really good. I'll tell you if you say something wrong, but I think you can read.
The ability for some is a writing tool for children from poor families. General Manager Naomi Housing wants the help of volunteers. What's that word?
Which word can you underline? If you draw with your mouse, you can underline.
Like it's the help of the B word, volunteers or something.
Oh, sorry. Yes. So help of volunteers. Volunteers.
Okay, volunteers. They give about
Good job.
140 back to children. They teach not only horseback riding but also important life skills.
Excellent. Very good reading. So do you know what is volunteer?
Not really, but it's a word. That's something I've heard before, but no, I don't really remember.
That's okay. So volunteer just means somebody who works for free. So they do not get money. They're just helping for free.
That is nice. A person who's working for free.
Excellent reading. Very good. Okay, so here we have the second part, learning to read. Learning to write.
Can I read it?
Yeah, please do.
The club recently repented its tables. They were closed for months because of coronavirus pandemic. The program aimed
Pandemic.
at the to their home after a long rest outside. London is Surrey, across the road, housing for the poor. Young people are again learning how to write. They begin learning how to get on the horse or how to mount. Then they
Good job.
learned how to walk, trot, and finally canter the horses. These are specialized terms of how a horse walks or runs.
Well done. Really good reading. So just two little things. So here we say pandemic. Well done. And then this is called East Surrey.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Yeah, East Surrey is just like a town in England. Okay, well done. Good reading.
Happy with horses. So one of the club's youngest riders is Shade. What is that? The name?
Shadi MacLeod.
Shade McClone, the 9 years old, was very excited to be back in the shadow team on Sundays. Team on Sundays to help in the yard. He said he gets great satisfaction taking care of the horses, sitting at the stable, grooming the horses, and measuring out their equipment.
Well done. Very good reading. So just quickly, do you know the word grooming?
Grooming? Not really. Maybe I heard it, but not really.
So grooming just means cleaning the horse.
Now I remember it.
Good job. Well done. Okay, very good
And
reading.
the word shadow, like shadow, the word.
Oh, sorry, let's go back. Let me see.
The shadow after the second line?
The name, this one?
No. That is the second line. After the second line.
Oh, sorry, saddle.
Shadow.
So that is so let me see, is there a picture that I can explain? It's just the thing that you sit on, like the seat on the horse.
The seat of the horse.
Yeah, it's the thing that you sit on when you're sitting on the horse. Okay, and this one?
Shadi recently received his first award for grooming. His sister, what is that name?
Zion. So that's her name, Zion.
His sister Zion is 13 and works just as hard as her brother has saddled. The favorite horse, Addie, for her lessons, she says how lucky she is to be a member of the club. You would never think this was here in the middle of Brixton. He said Brixton is a London neighborhood.
Excellent, well done. So just one thing here. So this name, so the name of the horse is Eddie.
Eddie, okay.
Yes, and to saddle up means to put the seat on the horse. So to put the seat on the horse.
So to put the seat.
Exactly. Well done. Okay, so we have 2 minutes, so maybe we can read a little bit more. Oh, so here, look. So can you see this thing that they're sitting on? So this is the saddle.
Okay. I can see that the thing that the children are sitting on, that creamy thing.
That's the saddle.
Along with the riding close to home, Ebony Horse Club members take day trips to pony clubs in the English countryside before the pandemic. Groups of children from the club had wonderful experiences. They also have traveled as far away as Sweden to ride horses. Several students who finished the program have found jobs in the horse industry. Aboni's senior most worker is Radhika Nagar. She played an important part in keeping children and their families connected to the club in the pandemic.
Excellent, really good reading today, well done. So unfortunately we only have 1 minute, but it was really lovely speaking to you today and you did really good work.
I was thinking if I could send it to my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So was it recorded?
I think it is recorded, yes. Okay, well, really good work today, and hopefully I'll see you again sometime. Good work.
Bye.
Bye now.